everyone, this is Matthew again. Now, I have been doing a lot of political stuff because, the election in the USA is coming up. This election is in November, which is actually in 6 months. Which is a very important thing. It's extremely important to vote. Now I would say vote Trump, but if you're a Biden fan, seriously, I don't care, really. I'm not here to argue. But I'm saying this is, I'm going to be non-biased here. This is what I think from polling that I've seen from both Republican and Democratic, mainly Republican/Democratic media, like Fox News, CNN, the like. Now, to start off, we can all tell. Sorry, this is just ridiculous. This map is just kind of ridiculous. Okay, edit. Now we have Republicans, and we can just tell that Indiana is 100% going to be Republican. And Iowa, because we can all tell that will happen. Like, we can all tell that that's always going to happen. It's happened before, it will happen again. Polling is saying that these two states are going to be 100%. Now, Democratic states, we can also say for a fact that we know California is going to be completely Democratic. Let's be completely honest here. We all know what's happening. California just is too Democratic for any of the Republicans to keep up. New York, too. Oregon and Washington. Okay, and of course in Virginia we have Biden is going to have a slight lead, only barely. Biden's not sure if Biden's gonna win it, but we can all tell that this state, Nevada, is semi-Republican. It's leaning towards Republican. Idaho and Utah, they're gonna be, completely Republican. This one's gonna be only slightly, but all the rural states will indeed be more likely to become, Republican. So that will include these states as well. We're also expecting Biden to win in these states, and in Colorado, and New Mexico, and in Hawaii, but Hawaii's 4 electoral votes is going to be completely Democratic, and Alaska's 3 is going to be, Republican. And, now, we can all just kind of tell, based off of recent polling, we've had enough evidence to say that Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania, and Ohio are all barely Republican. But we also can tell that these states here, that is Vermont, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New Jersey, Maryland, and Delaware are all 100% Democratic. But we can also say that in West Virginia, it's safe to say, no, it's just gonna be, it could be either. It's all debatable. Now, I'm not really sure about all this. This is just based off of polling. Now, polls have been wrong in the past, but we can say for a fact that it's just gonna be either or. Here, the Democrats will also likely win, also probably win Minnesota and Illinois, barely. But we also know that Florida is 100% Republican. This also includes South Carolina, Georgia, which we will say is maybe, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Arkansas, Missouri, Tennessee, Kentucky, and not only that, we can say, this is just going to be, and these two are going to be the harder ones to decide. Because we've all seen that North Carolina was barely Republican, I think, in the last election. Now that all depends on what you wanted to think here. But If you're thinking, well, North Carolina's going to be Republican, you might be right. But for this, we'll make it barely. And for this, we're also going to make it so Maine, actually, here, in the new turn of events, apparently, we officially now know that the Maine is likely going to be, it's going to be likely Republican. And of course, DC, we're going to say, thanks to Jackson Jude, whoever made this map, I thank you, because you're making my life a lot easier. Of course, I could also be using my others, but, it's all debatable. Now, as for, Nebraska, these are also going to be Republican, and this is it. This is what I think is going to happen, based off of polling. It's safe to say that a good chunk of it is going to be, mostly Democrat. It's going to be mostly Republican, with 203 electoral votes of the states, and 110 of which are also going to be kind of, safe to say. Now, Democratic states that are 100% going to be safe are California, Oregon, Washington, Colorado, New Mexico, Minnesota, New York, and, just all these random states here, like Vermont, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Maryland, Delaware, just what's always going on. Yeah, it's just always happens. Now, and of course, the next one is, of course, we're going to have Illinois, Virginia, and DC. But for this, actually, I would say more that it might be pure Democrat, but in which case, this is these two states, Illinois and Virginia, which Virginia and Pennsylvania, by the way, if Biden doesn't win Pennsylvania, he is not going to win the election. This is just my opinion. I'll see you guys in the next episode, and thank you for watching.